2025 has started, and we are talking about today the first map of 2025, the cinematic. We are going to watch the extended version. I've made a full version, so I had like 100 clips, and only a third of them made it into the original cinematic. So I thought, why not give all of the clips a chance to shine? And the full version, or the extended version, will be uploaded in shortly after, so you can see it without my blabbering and my inputs. Shall we start? The whole cinematic was done with bliss shaders. I find it's one of the best ways to actually film those, because these bliss shaders are, or these ones, or the bliss H shaders were developed for the Distant Horizons mod, which basically enabled me to make all of these cinematics. It's such a nice tool. I like it. The whole render distance is around 600 chunks. I could have done it more, but yeah, 600 should be enough. And also, I wanted to somehow be able to render the cinematic. This is such a glorious shot. It kind of, in the previous days before the world went up, I looked up for GIFs, especially Lord of the Ring GIFs. And this scene, I don't know why it reminds me so much of it. Which is funny about these wonderful stones. They're actually not like this in the original source, so they started to overlap in this way, where they mixed and combined into this form. Surprisingly, it's even the same category. Calcite. It's calcite. At this point, there are two rocks, calcite, and they're kind of overlapping, which is kind of funny. These ships have been, for the whole time that I've made the worlds, are basically with me. I've thought about making new ones, and I think it's time for 2025 to update them. Those need updates also, because they have like spawners on them that could be removed and replaced with normal entity spawning. What a beautiful sight! Isn't that cool? I mean, look at it. But I have already ideas how we can upgrade them even more. Did you know that these structures are actually representations or recreations from real life? So in China they have the Zhangzhou?
Zhangjiajie.
I think? I don't remember the name. Editor! The name! So in China they have have a national park. They kind of renamed it to Hallelujah Mountains or something like that in recent times, but they had like different names before. They kind of generate normally in the valley. So these are limestone pillars. So where the water and wind kind of swept away the outsides, and then these formations stood up. And I redid them quite a while back. These are quite old at this point. So yep, and then for my version, I basically added way more plants on top, on the side, also, so that they could stand anywhere in the world. I'm getting already new ideas what I could do with them. Till the next world. Damn. I'm so proud of these mountains. They're so cool. What you can see here is actually part of the spawn. You have on one part of the site where you have the wooded, eroded badlands, I think, something like that. And then on this side, like plateaus on this plateau, you have a full-fledged savanna where you spawn in. So the idea behind this one was in Argentina? So basically somewhere in South America, I think it's Argentina or Peru, you have like mountains that they're called tulip, Mediter name. So there are these mountain types, and they have like such a high elevation that the ecosystem on top is completely different from the one on the bottom, and you have to completely separate ecosystems, top and bottom. And the idea is basically to have the same here. So you have this elevation where nothing can get across, and you have this elevation where you just basically have a whole new biome where you can go explore. And then in the middle, a river. Yeah. In previous versions, I actually did also alterations to the river, especially to the ground around it, surrounding it with way more sand and way more gravel around it. For this one, I kind of left it out. I wasn't really convinced by it in previous versions. I'm 50-50 on it. I don't know. What a crazy view. Can we get a breathtaking into the comments? This is just, it's literally breathtaking. So cool. So for the world, or for this particular world, I kind of grouped the old mesa style with the new grand mesa, the old mesa style with the new grand mesa style together with the red desert. Isn't that fitting? I wonder if I should have done it way more closer, so that moving the desert over to, into this forest area to combine it way more. But I thought about it, and so in the original version here it's like done that the red desert is directly combined with the sand desert. The super cool thing about all of this is like you can actually see all the different lines. So the wood lines that you can see around further here, for example, these are actually contributory river streams. For every river that you can see in the world map, there is a little river that is flowing into it and contributing to the main system. So along every river stream there is a biome called the river biome, and the river biome actually adds a small chunk of foliage. So around the edges of the river stream. So the river stream itself has like sand, clay, and all the stuff, and then around it is the river biome, which additionally adds gravel and plants to the edges of the river stream. And funny enough, it creates these, and this one, these are river streams basically that kind of divide the lands into little segments, which is kind of cool from seeing on top. And then on the top right, we have the wonderful volcanoes. There are 2 points at this point. So we have the first volcano, and then further on the right, we have the second volcano. And the volcanoes are completely surrounded by these little sharp edges around it. Yeah. From above, you can maybe see the pattern more. And here's another beautiful side. We have the islands and the pirate islands around the core island, or the core continent at this point. So basically we have all around these little islands, we have small islands, pirate islands, and then on to the left, somewhere here, there, we have also a mixture of Arctic areas that you can visit and play in. I think there will be a few more clips for this. So cool to view. We have the massive monoliths on the left, and the gigantic alpines in the back, together with a little river stream. So one of the points that I have with my words is I try to mix up the landscapes as much as possible, so that you have a beautiful site to go to, and you have enough building space around specific locations, and together with the wonderful rocks over there. What I like about this world is like the general balance between flatlands, where you can actually build, having special points of interest, and actually the landscape in the background. Having like all of these mountains there in every single locations of the world, that's such wonderful. One thing I really love about my worlds is it came from the suggestion and also from the feedback of the people around me. So from your suggestions, I actually also implemented many ideas. One of the main thing that you mostly read about is the building space that you would like to have. So when doing my worlds, I actually tried to have a good balance between a good point of interests like the mountains in the background for the scenic view, or the giant monoliths here on the left, together with the river streams, and also the whole flat plains and basically the plain areas. Those are mostly necessary for building spaces and to make it as easy as possible to build. I could look at this all day. I think this is one of my favorite shots. So we have the Grand Mesa here on top, there, press up. We have the Plateau Mountains here on the left and right, and further on the left, all the way up there, we have the Sloped Mountain. Maybe we will see a different clip of it later on. I hope you enjoyed my blabbering and my waffling about the world and a few little details around it, and you enjoyed the video. And if you did, let me know, drop a like, and maybe also subscribe. Till the next time.